What's up, beautiful people, to another episode of Pursuit of Destiny podcast. It's me, Ricky Jones Jr., back again for another video, another episode. If you are watching on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe. You see my excitement, you see where I am. If you're listening on this here podcast, please go ahead and follow whichever podcast you are listening on, and together we will continue our journey of pursuing our purpose in life as well as fulfilling our destiny. Those two things combined leads to a life of fulfillment, leads to a life of satisfaction, leads to a life where we know we've done all that we were put in this world, in this earth to do, to make this world a better place. Largely because when each and every person, just think, if each and every person lives out their specific purpose for the reason why they were born, how everything would work together, everything will fall into place. Well, I know everybody won't do it. I know everybody won't take that step. However, if you do, your life will be the better. The people in your life will be the better, right? And the world will be a smidget better because we do our smidget part, right? So I'm doing my part in talking with you and speaking with you, and I encourage you to do the same. And in this vein, right, we're in this spirit, we're in this thought, we're in this week of being and having gratitude, right? I say being because it's a feeling, right? It's a feeling that we have. We talked about on Tuesday. It's a feeling that we have of gratefulness, of thankfulness. That is what gratitude means, right? But we're in this vein this week, or excuse me, today, right? Talking about helping us having a lifestyle of gratitude as we are now pursuing our purpose, as we are now pursuing our destiny, as we are now fulfilling our destiny and doing what we were born to do. How does one relate to the other? How does living a life of gratitude allow for me to step out in purpose? How do those things link? Well, largely because you're not focused on what other people are doing. Okay, let me just flat out say it straight up, right? You're not focused on what other people are doing, what other people have, because you're grateful for what you have. You're grateful for what you're doing. You have that feeling that you are in the space. You have that knowledge and awareness that you are where you're supposed to be so that you can do what you need to do. It's not so much looking at what other people are doing to say what you don't have. No, let's have a feeling and a thought of thankfulness and gratefulness, knowing we are where we are because we are, right? We are where we are because we are, and we need to be where we are to be able to then do what we need to do. I don't know what it is that you're striving to do. I don't know what it is that you're wanting to do, but I can speak for myself. I had to realize and determine within myself that I am living a life of gratitude. I have things to be grateful for, largely because there are times in which I want a new home. I want to live somewhere else. I want a bigger house. My kids talk about having a bigger house, stairs, a pool in the back. Those things we don't have right now, right? But those are things that we do want and things that we are striving towards. But what am I saying? All that to say, I'm grateful and I'm living and feeling gratefulness for the home that I do have right now. I'm grateful for the opportunities that we do have right now. They're like two steps in our garage to step into our home. I step on those steps with excitement each and every time, right? Knowing that one day we will be able to walk into a home that does have multiple steps that we walk up and down the stairs to go, up and down the stories for and things like that. But in the meantime, I'm grateful. I am truly appreciative and having a lifestyle of gratitude where I currently am. And that prepares me, that opens me up for opportunities and ways to strive for and or achieve the different things that I am wanting, because I'm not talking down on this home, right? If you talk down on anything, if you're ungrateful for anything, you will find so many reasons, so many ways to be ungrateful and further unthankful for what you have. But when you are living a life of gratitude, you'll find so many things that you can be grateful for, largely because, some people don't have a home, right? Some people are looking for a home. Some people never had a home. However, we do have a home. We do live in a home. There is somewhere that we get to call home, and somewhere where we know we can always go to, in a place of rest or a place of security or safety and things like that. Those are even points of being and living a life of gratitude. We all do, right? Just think about it. Your ability to listen to this podcast, your ability to see this podcast means a number of things, right? It means that you have access to the internet. It means that you have suitable power on your device. It means that you have the wherewithal or the mental capability to be able to look at the latest episode. You have YouTube, or you have Apple Play, or you have Google Podcasts, or you have Spotify. You have access to those. Everybody doesn't. Remember that, right? Everybody doesn't have the accesses that you have to even be able to see this podcast. Though I want to reach everybody around this world, I know that I cannot. Question, are you tired of passing out business cards because nobody is actually calling you back or reaching out for more information? And that's probably due to the fact that people are now in a digital world. We all are, right? What are people carrying with them every day, everywhere they go? Their phone. And what the great people at 5PC Global Digital Marketing Company has provided for you are multiple ways for people to interact with who you are by way of their phone. So they have the ability for you to have a bumper card. And on that bumper card, you can have information, yes, but what you do have as well is a QR code for people to be able to scan to come in contact with your website, with your social media, with your YouTube channel, right? But then also, if maybe a card isn't what you want to do, you can wear a ring and they can scan that ring. Just think about how cool is that? They'll scan your ring and be able to be in contact with those things as well. But then also you get the opportunity, if you so choose, to have a text number and a text code that people can reach out to you, and you can reach out to them and say, hey, text this number, text this code, and we will then send you our website and things like that. And there's nothing more special than having somebody's phone number because they're always on their phone, right? And so make sure you head on over. I'll put a link in the description below because you want to get this ASAP. I promise you, I believe that your sales, your products, your goods, your services will soar exponentially because people have the ability to come in contact with you in the way that they are in contact with the world, and that is through their phone. So check it out. Tell them I sent you. Let's have fun. But it's okay. I will find a way. Other ways will be made for me to be able to reach those people. However, I'm saying those things to say you already have points of gratitude. You already have points of thankfulness. You already have reason to be grateful for where you are, to be able to experience thankfulness, right? And so don't negate the small things because you're looking for the next thing or the big thing, whatever that thing is, right? But be mindful of the steps that it takes to be able to achieve those things, to be able to have those things, to be able to walk in those things, to be able to experience those things. You won't step into the big if you don't take inventory and be thankful for the little, right? Just even think about what it means to even be grateful for the people that are in your life. Having gratefulness and being thankful for those components of people that are in your life is beneficial, largely because as you step out and doing what you are purposed to do, as you were born to do, birthed to do, you also will have to have other people in your life to help you to achieve those things. I love the concept of having a mastermind. With that concept, it means like you bring something to the table, but then you also bring other people with expertise, knowledge, and experience to that same table. And the multitude of you all, let's say it's 5, the 5 of you all will be the better because of each and every aspect of the table that people bring. And so like that situation is like a great concept of what a mastermind is. But even with that, we also have to be grateful. You come to that table with gratefulness. I'm thankful that you, Sir A, is what you are. You do what you do and you bring that to the table. I'm thankful for you, person B, that you are who you are. I'm grateful that you know what you know. You've experienced what you've experienced to make us all better. And then the list goes on, right? But practicing gratitude now, practicing thankfulness now would allow for when you are at that table that it just flows fluidly, naturally, and without any hesitation or thought, because you've already started living it out. You already started walking it out. You already started exemplifying that life of gratitude prior to reaching that table. And so that's why I encourage you on Tuesday to start this week. Start now living a life of gratitude, because when you are in those environments, when you are in those scenarios where gratitude, gratefulness, thankfulness is what is necessary to propel you, it'll already be within you, right? You can't have anything come out of you if it's not already in you, right? It's largely that concept of what's in you will come out, or Another way is, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Or, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. All those things speak from the inside out. Gratitude, if it's within, it will come out. If that's something that's on the inside of you, out of that abundance, it will come out. And people will know. People will know if they're in contact with a person that's grateful, thankful, and living a life of gratitude. It shows, right? It shows because, one, your shoulders are held high. Your head is up. You're smiling everywhere you go because you're thankful for the opportunity for each and every step. A person that isn't living a life of gratitude, they're frustrated, they're complaining, they're mad, they're frustrated. It's like, oh, look at this. Woe is me. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what this is. It's like, oh, man. Like, all of that just is depressing. It builds anxiety. It builds frustration. It's just not good, right? You can tell the difference between the people. However, we're going to be those people. The Pursuit of Destiny tribe will be those people that are operating with gratitude, that are excited about each and every opportunity life presents towards us. Even in that, right? We talked about an affirmation. When we live a life of gratitude, we are appreciative and thankful for the opportunities that come our way. And I say the opportunities because opportunities, good and bad, will come. However, we still find a way to be thankful and to be grateful for the both, because there's learning opportunities in the bad and there's great experiences in the good. And so it works both ways for our good. I love it when it says all things work together for our good, right? And I believe that is so. And so when we have a life, when we live a life of gratitude, we allow for ourselves to experience the good. You can find the good, great people. We want you to propel. We want you to do the great. We want you to live a purposeful life, okay? But it requires for us to live a life of gratitude. And as we talked about on Tuesday, there's 3 main words that go along with gratitude. Well, 2 words that go along with gratitude. But there's gratitude, there's gratefulness, and there's thankfulness. And it's a feeling that we feel. So I hope you did the homework that we talked about on Tuesday. I hope you did it. I hope it's been working great. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you might want to go ahead and check out that podcast, because I gave homework, and I won't repeat it again for the sense of redundancy. But more than anything, I hope that you do it. And if you are doing it, I know it's been beneficial. Let me know in the comment section how it's been benefiting you, because it's something that we all should do, right? And so go and do that. Or if you've already started it, let me know how it's going for you thus far. And we just going to continue this conversation, right? What we want to be able to allow for you to do is to live a purposeful life, to fulfill your purpose, right? To fulfill your destiny, to do and to be all that you were born to be, and to do all that you were created to do. And we want to help you do those things. If anything, we want to motivate you, encourage you. But then, as you know, in the onset or in the long term, we look to have seminars, conferences, and all those things, and even a physical building that allows for companies and people to be able to come to explore who they are, to do what they were born to do, and to be in an environment where those things are happening. Because it's something about being within a mastermind, right? That's a group of people, but then also an environment of synergy, of energy, of progress, of pursuing, of accomplishment, and things like that. And so all those things will be made available in due time, right? I'm saying these things now in excitement. I'm saying them, and even as I say them, I feel it to even come just another step closer each and every time I talk about it. So I'm excited that we get to talk about it here. And so when we actually get to live it and we actually get to see it, we'll be able to reach back to see, oh man, I remember when you said that. I remember when you talked about that. I remember when you were excited about those things. And that same excitement that I have now just talking about it will be that same excitement and that same energy that you'll experience when you come in contact with me in those environments, in those settings, at those conferences, at those seminars, at those speaking engagements and things like that. However, until then, great people, I hope I've encouraged you. I hope I've invigorated you. I hope I've proved a point why living a life of gratitude is necessary and essential to your future. It's essential to your present and essential to who you are today, preparing for the person that you look to be tomorrow, right? Preparation, practice, preparation, practice, preparation. Keep doing it. Keep being it, keep seeing it, keep saying it, and you will experience it. Okay, great people. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And if you haven't already done so, please go ahead and follow whichever podcasting service you are listening through, or you can subscribe on YouTube if that is what you are viewing from. All right, great people. So until then, don't just live life, but pursue destiny daily. Love you all. Peace.